Hey, welcome back to Finalizing's Garage, and today we're doing some woodworking. So welcome to my dirty shop. Blah! Alright, I do need to clean this thing up, but I need to put my new toy away. Check out what I got. Alright, this is a wood lathe, and yes, it is dirty because I've been playing with it already. Took an old fig branch, just, yeah, it's way too green though, but made a little leg. Yeah, just playing around, having fun. I got plenty of little tools. Everything is working great so far. And then, my Thor's hammer. We built this thing in Scouts. And all I did was put the log up on the lathe and actually made it round because it did have lumps and all the other stuff on there. But, dude, I'm ready to use this thing around the shop. It is awesome. I love it. And I made it myself with my Scout troop. Alright, so what do we have to do with this thing right here? Well, we need to get it off the table because I've been playing with it here and it's too high. Got to lower it down. So we need to build a bench or some sort of platform for this thing to live on. I wanted to go in and put it over here by the window because I'm running out of space along the wall and actually put gear and put tools. So I want to put this by the window and then I can look out the window while I'm lathing. So anyway, well, let's get some material out, see what we need, get some really long screws because this thing is heavy. And then let's design a bench. I haven't even thought about it, so I'll be figuring it out as I go, as usual. You know how it is. All right, I think I figured it out, at least in my head. Anyway, it's going to be 12 inches deep by a whole lot of inches long because this thing is a long piece of machinery. So I'm going to build it about 26 inches tall, make a base, screw everything down, and then I'm going to put this guy down, which is a 2 by 12 it looks like, and have this to where the machine will actually sit on top. Now, looking at it, it's just got rubber feet on it. It's not going to be bolted down, but I don't know. Maybe we'll strap it. I don't know. But hey, let's see how we're going to do as we get along. And yes, I can cut a 12-inch wide piece of timber with my saw. I love this saw. This saw is awesome. Alright, we're not done yet because, take a look. Alright, so we really want these guys here to be as flat as possible. So what I'm going to do is actually run it through the planer to make sure it's actually level, it's not warped, it's not craped. I don't know. The board's old. I don't know. I found it in my scrap pile. So I'm just going to run this through the lathe, or not the lathe, but the planer, and make it flat. Alright, as you can see, it was not flat, but it is now, baby. Gotta love these things. I love tools. Tools are awesome. Alright, and the good thing about using the old timber is that it's been around for a while and it's already dried out. It should not, you know, warp or anything like that anymore. So now it's flat. I'm loving it. Alright, I'm going to grab some 2x4. We're going to grab some 4x4. I'll see what I got over here in the scrap pile because that's what I'm dealing with. And then we're just going to start whipping this thing together, baby. Yeah! Alright, so I got the base ready. Tool needs to be nailed in. Now, I'm going to use a combination of nails and screws. And the only reason I'm doing that is because it's a lot easier to hold it with one hand when you got this guy. Yeah, pull the trigger. Freaking works. As soon as you get my spectacles on. You know, now that I think about it, I'm just going to use nails. Because, it's not going anywhere. I've tried to actually take some of these nails out of this particular board. And, yeah, it was kind of difficult. So I'm just going to use nails. Why not? So anyway, this is going to be our base. So it is 12 inches wide by 40 inches long. That should be able to fit that big joker. But now, our nice flat boards that we just have laying around, we're gonna put this on the edge, and then that should square it up, make sure it's not kittywampus, and then we can actually work on the legs. Now the legs are just gonna be 2x4 sticking down about, what did I say it was, 26 inches, I think. I'm gonna remeasure, we're gonna find out. That's why you measure twice and cut once. I'm gonna put the 4 corners, but then we're gonna have to put some outriggers to make sure it's nice and stable and that you don't kick it over. Maybe put some out the back or something, I don't know. We're gonna find out. So yeah, as soon as I go get some more rounds, I'm all out of rounds. Oh man. Hey, thanks for watching the show. Hey, if you need some outdoor speakers, indoor speakers, whichever, go ahead over to Hindui and go ahead and get you 10% off. But if you need some LED lights for your trucks, your tractors, whatever, go over to Exito and get you 15% off. All the promo codes are down and below. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. And we'll catch you later. Enjoy the show. I gotta clean up. This thing's almost as beef as the machine. All right, need to get some legs. Bam! I don't know if you can tell. I'm excited. All right, I got some legs cut out. And I actually notched it so that it will actually come all the way out to the edge. And once we actually get done with it, we're just gonna put some little feet on the bottom to actually make sure that it actually is gonna stay front to back. I don't want this thing to tip over, especially when I have little kids around. So anyway, quick nail job here. I got 3 more to do to get my little notch. And then, dude, this is gonna be easy, simple, and sweet. All right, got my base. It's actually pretty level, surprisingly. So what we're gonna do now is get better legs, because right now she'll rock back and forth. So that's where these guys come in which, there you go. Put these guys up there so that once we nail those in, it should not rock as bad. And then we just need to put some bracing up to here and up to here, and then we should be able to call it a day. Because that's going to look awesome, it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be quick and simple, baby. All right, just had some scrap, so I went ahead and just cut some 45s. And what that's going to do is get right up in here. There we go. And then that would tie in the two a little bit better. I would like them to be a little bit longer, maybe out to here, but this is what I had. It's scrap. I don't like wasting anything. Anyway, so what we got to do now is just trim off. Well, actually, I don't really need to trim it off. I just need to nail it in. So let's nail it in. You know, it's the little projects that actually satisfies you more than the big ones sometimes. This particular one, I'm only in here for like 30 minutes. Threw this thing together out of some scrap lumber and timber and stuff. And now we have a nice firm base for our new lathe. Now, it's actually pretty good. It does wobble back and forth just a little bit. But it's okay. It's not going to go anywhere because I screwed it down. Check it out. All right, so this is the Dusty lathe, and I went ahead and put 3.5-inch screws right into the floorboards, and so it is not going anywhere. I did leave this wide open. I could have put in braces going across, but I got to be able to sweep out all the dust, not the dust, but the wood chips that this thing is going to go lay down. So that's for wood chips. That's what this is for, and this is the lathe. All right, so real quick, get the dust off. This is the one reason why I got this particular model. It has the RPM up here, and I can sit here and go all the way up. So I think it goes up to 755 on this setting. There you go. So now, nice and spinning. You can turn it off. It does have forward and reverse, so I can go backwards. There you go. So you can do that when you're doing sanding or when you're doing polish or something like that. Now, if you need to go even faster, you can move your belts. Now you have 1, 2, 3 different sets up here, and if you go down here behind this panel right here, you can actually move the belt up there, because if you move it up here, you got to move it down there, because this is going to go to a smaller belt, smaller pulley, that's going to go to a bigger pulley, and then you know how pulleys work. So linear motion. I'm excited, boy. Dang. Alright, so I might, this is a fig tree branch. I might just play around with that for a little bit. It is a bit green, but you know, it just happens that way. I played around with it a little bit earlier, made this little guy, just fooling around, that's all. I got a bunch of different tools. So I picked up an entire, maybe I should have maybe prepped this before I started recording. But anyway, it's a 12-piece carving chisel set. So it has multiple different types of heads on it. And then I know they're going to get dull, so I went ahead and picked up a sharpening stone. This is a manual feed. It was relatively cheap, but it should work. All right, super excited. Hope you guys are. Hopefully I'll learn how to do this thing and actually make some stuff, and then I'll show you guys how you can do it and things that I've learned along the way. But for now, I gotta clean up. That's ridiculous. All right, I gotta clean up upstairs, downstairs, everything. So that's tomorrow's job. But right now, gotta go. And so do you. Catch you next time on File Lake's Garage. Later, baby.